to live my life every day. Keep out of strife, come what may. I try to do unto others as I'd have them do to me. But it can't be done for everyone, and now it's plain to see. You are a cunt, a big bad stinking cunt. Say it ain't true, but he'll tell you you're a motherfucking cunt. You are a cunt, motherfucking cunt. Everybody knows from your head to your toes you're a big bad stinking cunt. I try to be real nice, say it twice, be real nice, even though it is hard to keep up this facade. And now I see, dearie me, what a hassle this would be. I'm out of luck, don't give a fuck, cause you're the cunt, not me.
Why don't you go fuck yourself, dickhead?
You are a cunt, big bad stinking cunt. You say it ain't true, but I'm here to tell you you're a motherfucking cunt. You are a cunt, a motherfucking cunt. Everybody knows from your head to your toes you're a big bad stinking cunt.
With all due respect, the views and opinions expressed on Threatcon 5 clothing and Threatcon 5 radio are strictly the views of Threatcon 5 and do not reflect or represent the values of the Veteran Radio Syndicate. If you get offended by anything you hear on this show, please feel free to go fuck yourself. We thank you for listening.
Hey everybody, welcome to Threatcon 5 Radio here on this Taco Tuesday evening, August 19th, 2019. I am Bulldog, joined as always by my co-host and friend, Judy. Yeah, fuck you too. Hey, listen.
Fuck you and your fucking glitter bombs, you bitch.
Here's this. Fuck you and the horse you rode in on.
Kitty!
Hey, listen, before you even get into that, can you believe it's already almost fucking September?
No.
I know, it's fucking pissing me off, okay? First of all, Mother Nature, as we know, is a whore, okay? She could not figure out when she wanted spring to happen, all right? Summer has literally sucked humid fucking balls, okay? Up until, what, like a month ago, I think we didn't have any freaking days of temperatures over 90. Now, we don't get temperatures over 90 after we had the 4 or 5 we had. Now we just get, like, 86 and 180 fucking degrees of humidity or percent of humidity. Fucking crazy, all right? It's nuts.
Yeah.
This past weekend, hey, why are you so motherfucking loud, Julie?
So the cats are fighting, just so you... Seriously, Tuffy.
Hey, listen, nobody gives a shit about the pussies fighting, okay? What we're
I
asking
do,
is,
because-
why are you so loud?
Because I was yelling at you, bitch.
All right, so before I get into much more of that, let me say that we are proudly brought to you by the good folk, the one guy over there at Beard BQ Sauce. If you go to Beard BQ...
Really?
That's all, folks. If you go to beardbqsauce.com and use yourself a coupon code VET4LIFE, I'm pretty sure that's the number 4. Yes, it is. 4. VET4LIFE. You will save yourself, I believe, 10% on your order. You can get a wide variety of barbecue sauces, barbecue rubs, and every single bit of it is made with special love from Felix Irving.
Special sauce!
Also, brought to you by Threatcon 5 clothing, that is... let like a month away from closing the door. So if tonight during the show you want to get yourself some swag, go on over to threatcon5clothing.com, use coupon code radio, and save yourself 25% on the already low prices of everything that's on the site, whether that be Marine Corps EGA shirts, Marine Corps 0311 shirts, the Army CIB shirts, the DD214 shirts, the Infidel shirts, the Freedom shirts, the hats that are left, the stickers, decals, hat pins, conch pins, whatever's on there, everything is dropped down. How do we sponsor you guys? Joe James, we would love to have you a sponsor, and you should have asked that like a year ago, because we've got literally about a month left to this show no longer being in existence, because I just am burnt the fuck out, and I'm ready to call it quits for a long time. Anyway, so Judy, this past weekend we moved, okay? We moved most of the house that Kendra, Sam, Sarah, James, and Joe were living in Dover, and we moved over to the over to our new place in Durham. Okay, we also moved the stuff to the girls' house because Sam and Sarah have got their own place. So I mean, we were moving. We were moving. I'll tell you what, it was crazy.
Were you like, you got to move it?
No, I threw Kendra. I threw Kendra in a hole. I threw her down a flight of steps.
Good job.
She basically returned the favor by throwing me down a flight of steps. We are literally bruised, battered, and sore. It was unfucking believable. But that's not where I'm going with this. Okay? Judy, all the fucking leaves are already turning.
That's because they're all fucking dying from this insane heat.
No, I think fall's almost here. I think fall's almost here.
No, it's not. Come visit us in the south.
I mean, no. I hope. If everybody that's wondering, I don't know if I mentioned this last week, but my home was on the market for a whopping 6 days before I got the offer that I accepted.
Oh, that's fantastic. I did not see that news.
So the house
Congratulations.
is, for all intents and purposes, sold. I've been moving the shit out of here. Yeah, I've given more shit.
Was it the person who visited while we were airing last week?
Actually, it
was.
Oh
my God,
yes.
For real?
Now,
nice.
You want to laugh? He's Army. Okay? He's getting ready to deploy. It's going to be their first house. So this home right here will only ever know until he sells Army personnel.
Poor thing.
Well, it's a good thing it wasn't a fucking Marine. I mean, there'd be fucking crayon writing all over the wall. Yeah. Fucking all the glass would be... You couldn't see through it because it was licked.
Yeah, right.
Yeah,
it'd be all over the windows and the windowsills.
Exactly. You know, they'd be fucking looking for lead paint. But yeah, so the home inspection is on Thursday, and everything else is going to be kind of...
That's great news. I know that's a huge weight off your shoulders.
Yeah. I mean, it's good. You know, I mean, I'm not making a ton on the sale, but you remember, I refinanced not that long ago.
Right.
And, you know, freaking paid off all my debt. So I'm coming out on top on this. I mean, I still got to try to sell my motorcycle. I was going to keep it. Now I'm selling it because I got to pay off this hot tub. Otherwise, I'm going to be paying for a hot tub that these new people are going to be enjoying. And that's not fucking cool.
Right?
That's certainly not fucking cool.
Bullshit.
So, yeah. That's that. You've got some things that you want to talk about, huh? Something that happened to you this week? But, hey, before you do, though, I've seen it in the chat a couple times, so I'm going to point it out that if you ordered the N22 shirt, if you ordered the All Gave Some shirt, if you ordered the red shirt, or the, there was one more. What the hell was the other one? The PTSD shirt. If you ordered any of that, those will all be in the mail on Wednesday. So if you ordered those items, expect them by the end of the week. And that is that. Anybody who ordered over the weekend, all your orders went out today with all your special little free stuff that you got, because I said you order one, you get something free. So that's how it goes. you know. Judy, you got something free, right? Ashley Butler asking about Kaepernick. What are you talking about? I mailed Kaepernick last week.
So yeah, I got something free. I got a free glitter bomb, you motherfucker.
You know what? I have to tell you this right now.
What? That this shirt looks fantastic on me? I know it does. Thank you.
That this is. You still have an all gave some in 2X. I don't have anything in all gave some. They're not done printing yet. I'll finish them tomorrow. But,
Ashley Moon Butler, free glitter.
But they will. That was a pre-order, so I only ordered shirts for what it was. What was ordered. But no. So what was I gonna say?
Something about free glitter and glitter bombs.
Oh, you should have seen it coming. You should have seen it coming.
Listen, I own almost the entire Threatcon 5 line from 2016 and 17.
Judy, you should have seen it coming.
You've never done that to me, you motherfucker.
You should have seen it coming.
Fuck you.
Want to know why you should have seen it coming? Let me remind you. Judy, I glittered the fuck out of Justin Keeney.
Yeah, I know.
You're like,
what does that have to do with me?
Because you said, oh, that's fucking funny. Well, you're not going to get me because unfortunately I'm not going to be able to order anything anymore. What happens? The next fucking day you ordered something and guess what? I went, hey,
whatever.
She fell for it. Hook, line, and sinker.
So I will let you know that this... Okay, so I'm opening the shirt, right? And the shirt just dumps glitter all... I'm not like, you... And I literally out loud, I looked down at my feet because I was in, I think, jeans, like skinny jeans and no shoes on.
Mm-hmm.
I looked down at my feet covered in glitter and I went, Bulldog, you motherfucker.
I'm surprised.
And Tuffy was like, I had just gotten home from wherever I was, and Tuffy's like, Mommy, what are you doing? He runs through it, goes to lick his feet, and I'm like, Tuffy! About an hour
surprised
later,
I didn't hear you yell.
Office area, yeah, seriously. My office, he comes into my office area and throws up all this water, and there's fucking glitter in his throw up.
Not my fault.
At least it was. And you know what's really funny? The color of the glitter actually perfectly matched my nail polish on my toes. So I couldn't tell if I got it off or not. So yeah, I was vacuuming at what, 10:30, 11 o'clock at night? Fucker.
Yeah, Kendra told me I needed to glitter Felix.
Uh-huh.
And I thought about it, and then I realized, fuck, I'm pretty sure he probably just did the very last order he's ever gonna do. So it's too late. It's too late. So he will not have that. So I can say that I successfully got people that never fucking expected it. Sai was on a fucking live video and was like, oh, look at this shirt. This fucking shirt is cool right here. Oh, Bulldog, you motherfucker. And you could see the fucking glitter just all over the place.
I've been told by several of the Threatcon 5 followers that apparently this is an exclusive club.
Yes.
So I'm going to assume that all of them got glitter bombed. Dean Cerny, Sai, Glenn Estes.
I don't know if I ever did glitter Dean Cerny.
I think you did because I vaguely remember a story of him a couple years ago saying how he learned the hard way to open his Threatcon 5 packages outside. Of course, I remember
Dean's
this after I opened my shit.
Dean's going to have to remind me because I don't remember if he actually did, if I did get him, okay? But I can tell you this. Matt King was probably the funniest because he saw that I had glittered somebody else and he sent me a message about something and he goes, I said, yeah, see, Dean says
I
he's
just
never
saw
got
that.
Glittered. Okay.
Matt King's given us 3 number 1. You're number 1.
So
we love you too, Matt King.
Yeah, Matt says something to me. I had called him and I asked him if he got his order, okay? And the reason I was asking because I was sure that when everybody else was posting bam, bam, bam.
Oh, yeah, we got Justin Keeney, too.
Yeah, we got...
He mentioned that it's an exclusive club as well.
Well, I started this when I worked at another company. So I'm not really doing something that they did.
Right.
I did my thing. But anyway, so I had got Matt. I had it all set up, and everybody is showing off their shirts. They're like, "Oh, I got my shit, and I'm not hearing anything from Matt. So I'm like, "Fuck!" He's either super pissed off that he got fucking glitter bombed, or he hasn't got it yet. So I texted him, right, and I'm like, "Hey, bro, you get your shit yet?" And he's like, "No, nope, it's probably in the mailbox." I'm like, "Oh," he goes, "You better not have fucking glittered me." I'm like, "Nah,
Okay.
of course I didn't glitter you."
Sure. Wink,
He
wink.
went down, grabbed his mail, opened it right in the fucking car.
Ah! That's fantastic.
Yeah, then I got Rabbi. I got Rabbi over in Israel.
Yeah, that I knew that. Yes.
Yeah, that was fucking fantastic. It was fun, I mean, if it pisses some people off because they're like, "Oh my god, what the fuck?" But you know what? It makes you laugh. Of course, it makes you laugh.
Right. Oh yeah.
Yep. So,
Except me.
I'm
you
gonna tell
fucker.
you. I'm gonna tell you
no.
right now.
Oh no! I burst into tears, fucker, because of your note.
Yeah, I know.
Thanks.
So I was gonna send something to Bill Gammon.
Uh-huh.
And I'm going to tell you honestly, Bill, I have to say that the reason I did not send something to you is not because of the outrageous amount it would cost to ship it there, because I was willing to suck that up. It is because I honestly don't have anything in stock that you can wear over there.
What do you mean by that?
I don't have anything that he can wear in Australia. I mean, I've got Army CIB shirts. I've got Marine stuff. I don't have anything he can wear. I mean, it's... I wish I did, because I would have sent him a package, but I don't have anything in it. It's kind of something that I wish I had done, but it is whatever it is, How do I get...
How do I get it out of the painted part of the shirt?
Wash it.
So Matt King says his Jeep still sparkles.
Yeah, wash it, Keeney. I know water and fucking...
and soap are a little foreign
soap and
to you.
water is a foreign thing in your fucking neck of the woods, but it normally fucking works.
So, I would suggest getting packing tape and rolling it around your fingers and dabbing it, spanking it. I mean, dabbing.
Hey, listen.
See if that'll work.
Your woman already knows, okay? Your woman already knows that it wasn't from a strip club, so just suck it up and move on. All right? I don't know what Ginsburg's talking about. He says he needs to destroy some property, but I'm going to say don't do it, okay? It can only lead to something bad.
Your shirt is permanently fabulous. Yes, girl, yes.
Yes. Yes.
So, hey, I don't know if you realize this. So, I'm crazy. Like, you know how my description of me just sitting down just in time, the whole, I got jazz hands,
Mm-hmm.
So for those of you guys who don't know, like, if I have, Bulldog and I have incredibly busy schedules leading up until the minute we have to have our asses in these seats. And I'm literally, Bulldog calls me anywhere between 6:30 to 6:40, and I have him on speaker while I'm in my bathroom fixing my makeup. And we do our rundown while I'm doing my makeup, fixing my hair, hanging my background, all that shit.
Doing sound checks, doing video checks.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Just talking to Bulldog. So that's my jazz hands. Like I'm just sliding into the chair seconds before we go live, and I'm like, jazz hands, like holy fucking stress ball, getting ready to get here.
All right.
So this week is incredibly holy fucking stress ball because I'm going to the truck show in Dallas again this year, which means this is our 3-year anniversary week, Bulldog, because the first time that you and I did a show together, I was a guest on Bulldog Unleashed, or Off the Leash, and I had traveled. I flew from Atlanta to Dallas, and I called you right after I got to my hotel room.
Right. Yep.
So this is our 3-year anniversary week. So happy anniversary.
Happy anniversary to you. Let's celebrate that by saying hi to a bunch of people that are here right now. So let's say hi to James Cerny. Let's say hi to Ashley Butler, Uncle Cy, Dean Cerny, Terrell Guile. gonna say his name differently every fucking time I say it.
Terrell,
Whatever. Justin Keeney, Jeff Jebby, Matt King, John Ginsberg, Will Warden, Terrell Gould,
John
Whittorf, Bill Gammon, the cunt from down under. Jade Lopez is here. I know there's more. It's just I can't, scrolling through this shit, it gets all fucked up sometimes. So everybody that is here, thank you for being here. As you are every Taco Tuesday evening, and you know that we very much appreciate it.
Okay, you have to stop saying evening, because evening and eve mean two different things. Yes, that just happened.
Shut the fuck up. Anyway.
No, seriously.
All right, I was in the fucking army. Which leads me, Judy, into my first fucking rant of the night. Now, many of you are going to say, you probably should have just walked away. You probably shouldn't have said a fucking word. But I'm going to tell you right now, I got fucking livid today.
Uh-oh.
Okay? So I walk in. There's no food in my fucking house. Okay? Because I've got rid of everything. I haven't gone grocery shopping.
Right.
So I went and got lunch at the local sandwich shop. Okay?
Sandwich.
I walk in there. There's 9 National Guardsmen in there eating lunch.
Uh-huh.
Okay? Couple NCOs, couple specialists, couple privates, blah, 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 blah. There's one dude in there who has decided that he's going to take his utility top off. Fine, whatever. You're having lunch, whatever. The problem I had is that he got up with no ASU top on, or whatever the fuck they call the uniform now, okay?
Whatever they want it to be this week.
No headgear, with his fucking eye pro on the top of his head, left out of the sandwich shop to walk next door to Dunkin' Donuts. Now I'm watching this, and it's pissing me the fuck off, right? Because I see that there's 2 staff sergeants right there. So I say to the dude, as I'm walking out, I stopped, I turned around, and I looked at him, I said, you know what? I said, I'm not trying to be an asshole right now. Maybe it's just the retired senior non-commissioned officer in me, but since when is that acceptable? He goes, what's that? I said, you walking around in a t-shirt with your fucking eye pro on top of your head. How is that acceptable? He goes, it's not. I said, oh, so you just said, fuck it, I'm in the National Guard. I'm going to do whatever the fuck I want then. He goes,
I get to do whatever I want to because I don't care if I make my branch look bad.
That's not what he said. That's not what he said. You know,
No.
He's just looking at me, and I said, you know what? First he goes, actually, I'm not just a National Guardsman. I'm active guard. I said, even fucking better. Fucking worse. And I turned around, and as I walked out, I said, this is why we make fun of you guys.
Good for you, dude. No, I would totally high-five you.
Judy, because I wanted to fucking get on this dude's ass so badly. So if you imagine, if he's the active guard guy, he's probably the senior fucking guy of all those people in there. Setting a piss poor fucking example for everybody in there. I wanted to say to him, first of all, dude, let me tell you something. You are a direct fucking billboard for the community of what the National Guard is. Okay? And this is why nobody takes you guys fucking seriously. Because you look like a fucking scumbag. You look like a dirtbag walking around. And, the regular civilian's not going to fucking notice it.
Nope.
But the retirees and the fucking former military in the area.
Some civilians do know that. Some are,
No, I know, but the normal one isn't going to be.
Right.
And you know what? I walked away and I'm like, you know what? They're probably in there going, this guy's a fucking asshole, blah, 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 blah. And I was thinking...
for sure.
And I'm thinking to myself, I'm like, you know what? I don't even fucking care. Because it's an on-the-spot correction. And if you can't take an on-the-spot correction, you shouldn't be in the fucking military. Yep. Wear the fucking uniform with pride. Regardless of whether it's National Guard, reserves, fucking active duty,
now, if he was
reserves.
So comfortable doing that around his troops, that tells me that he's done it before too.
Oh yeah, it just really fucking pissed me off. I was just like, really, dude? Yeah, I think that's what they called Cerny. Yeah, James, the OCPs. I think that's what they call them now. But yeah, and I was just like, as I'm driving away, I'm thinking to myself, what a fucking piece of shit.
You're fucking
I
douche.
should straight up call the fucking state sergeant major and be like, you know what? I had to put a fucking on-the-spot correction for one of you guys today at a fucking sandwich shop. You should be really fucking proud of the people that you have out in the community, fucking being the billboards for the Army National Guard in New Hampshire.
Right. Wow.
Yeah,
that's
exactly.
Crazy.
Keeney's got it right. It doesn't matter if you're active or reserve or whatever. It says U.S. Army on the fucking
pride.
chest. Yeah. Yeah,
it doesn't say Army on the chest.
Well, it does.
Because he's not wearing his damn top because he's a fucking moron.
Exactly. It just whatever, But whatever. So that was my rant. That was the rant I had today. I thought you'd get a kick out of that. I couldn't believe this motherfucker was like, I'm like, oh, because you're in. I literally looked at him. I said, oh, let me guess, because you're in the National Guard, you just don't give a fuck. And he goes,
right.
Well, actually, I'm active guard. It's like, even fucking worse.
Even fucking, yeah, seriously.
Yeah, even worse. So what about you?
So, my rant is actually one of my, it's my douche of the week. So,
oh, all right.
You continue with your rants, and I'll chime in.
I don't really have any other rants. I mean, my rants are going to follow when we get to my douche of the week too. I actually have more than just a picture for my douche of the week. I have video.
Nice.
Yeah. So why don't we go ahead and jump into that?
Yeah. So I've just been too busy. Yeah, you go. Are you going to play the video? I'll shut up now.
No, I'm going to let you go first.
No, the douche video.
The douche video. Yeah.
Hi, I'm 9.
Whoops. Wrong one.
Threatcon 5 Radios. Douche of the Week.
Alrighty. Here you go, Judy. There's your douche of the week. And I took his name off so you can fucking
spit
it out.
So, did you play Pornhub by accident? Is that the wrong video you played?
No. I forgot to take last week's fake sponsor off. Roll that Florida man footage, Ross Golden says. Bob Jordan's here.
Okay, so you guys remember my douches. Oh, actually, I had one douche and an honorable mention. My honorable mention douche of the week last week was this fucktard Kurt James Brockway, who is supposedly a veteran. His story is he told this 13-year-old boy at a rodeo to take his hat off during the playing of the national anthem, and the 13-year-old responded by saying "fuck you." So in
which he went completely Captain Insano in his ass.
So Mr. Brockway completely went insane and lost his fucking shit. And hold on, let me get you the statement.
Oh my God. Dean Cerny just said that, holy fuck, proof Miss Piggy cheated on Kermit. I think he's talking about the picture of your this week's douche of the week.
Oh, yeah, exactly. Yeah, look at that fat fucker. So Brockway's description of the events. Now, none of the witnesses say that they saw him talking to the boy. They saw what Brockway says he did. He grabbed the boy by his throat, lifted him into the air before slamming the boy into the ground. The child had blood coming from his ears, a concussion, and a fractured skull. He had to be airlifted away from the rodeo.
Yep.
So here's why this fucktard is my douche of the week. Because Lance Jasper is this fat ass's name. He is Mr. Brockway's lawyer.
Oh boy.
Yeah. He says that the client is a military veteran who has a severe traumatic brain injury. Now, Bulldog, you're embedded in the veteran community probably a lot deeper than I am. I know a lot of people with traumatic brain injuries.
Mm-hmm.
I've never seen them lose their shit like this on people. And then because of the traumatic brain injury, he has problems with impulse control. And then he continues to say, Lance Jasper, fat fucker, says, between that and being a disabled veteran who is uber patriotic, really, that's what we're saying, Brockway has been influenced by the rhetoric of President Donald Trump.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Okay.
Yep.
So let me give you my 2 cents on this situation. First of all, if you suffer from these things that this guy says he suffers from, maybe you should not go to an event like a rodeo.
Yeah, and Valerie Adams says it doesn't excuse the behavior.
No, absolutely. It does not excuse the behavior.
And John Whittar said it, so the asshole gives this kid a TBI. Fantastic. Exactly.
Yeah.
But we're fucking seriously, I mean, this lawyer apparently is known for, I did a little research on this guy. He's represented some for Montana, some very high profile clients. And he's taken
Montana?
Yeah. For that area. And he's been very, very successful. So for him to blame Trump, I think he's off his fucking rocker. That's quite the stretch. Now, I was reading this because my coworkers give me input sometimes, and that, a lot of times, a lot of what we find, we realize is very shocking.
Yeah.
The news that Bulldog and I managed to dig up when we scrape the bowels of the internet for you guys. A lot of what we say is very shocking. And let me tell you, the reactions when we first find our stories are usually like, holy fucking shit, listen to this shit, to whoever we're around, right?
Yeah.
And all my coworkers are like, are you fucking kidding me? We're blaming Trump for that? So now we're blaming Trump for everything.
Well,
oh my God, I'm having a bad hair day. It's Trump's fault.
Hey, you know what? All joking aside, I pissed out of my ass for 3 straight fucking days, and it's Donald fucking Trump's fault. Blaming somebody. No,
I'm having a bad hair day. It's Trump's fault.
Yeah,
I poked myself in the eye with a branch. It's Trump's fault.
That's fucking ridiculous, right? Like the idiot fucking Congresswoman freaking Tlaib and Omar that get fucking, told by Israel, oh, you can't come here. And they want blame the president. It's his fault that you've been running your fucking mouth about Israel for the last 6 months. Yeah. It is funny that these people just can't fucking take responsibility.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna tell you that it falls right back into the same bullshit that I'm a veteran and you better not shoot off your fireworks because it'll trigger my PTS. But I have no problem. But I have no problem going to the range every fucking weekend and firing off 500 fucking rounds.
Right. So the rhetoric continues, and it's so fun. It's fun to listen to. So this lawyer is referring, of course, to the times that the president has spoke out against athletes that kneel or protest during the national anthem. Then he says, Kurt, meaning his client, takes that literally and views the president as the commander-in-chief. And when he sees it happening, he feels he needs to do something about it. Listen, Buffalo Breath. If you did not serve under that, now I don't know when this fucktard got out, but if you did not serve under that president, he's not your fucking commander-in-chief. I
will bet you a jelly donut to a fig Newton that this dude that picked this kid up and fucking caused him to have a TBI probably swears up and down that his oath never expires.
Oh, probably.
Yeah. Which we know is bullshit. It did expire the minute you fucking picked up a 13-year-old and tried to go full Captain Encino on him.
Yeah, exactly. So he was put on probation.
Let's give names again, because Valerie asked, what's this guy's name again? And I don't know if she's talking about your guy right here, or the guy that he's representing.
So Kurt Brockway,
by the way,
is the
hi
veteran.
Valerie, hi Annie Marie Honeycutt, hi Dan Stilson, thanks for joining us.
So Kurt Brockway is the name of the veteran, and
you can call him Cockway.
There you go. Yeah. And Lance Jasper is the lawyer. This is happening in Montana. Now Brockway was put on probation in 2011 after being convicted of assault with a weapon. So I'm willing to bet you, Bulldog, $11 that he did not serve under what we're claiming is to be the current commander-in-chief.
Right.
He's not your commander-in-chief if you did not wear a uniform for even a fucking day since he took office.
Yeah, well, right. Yeah, exactly.
I cannot believe what a fucking stretch this attorney, like, seriously. We're blaming Trump for this. It's
Matt White says Semper Pi. What the fuck did he say? Semper Pi soldier.
Semper Pi soldier. Yeah, that's I served with Matt.
Donna Rennick is here. Kendra's here. That's good. That means she's out of work.
Hi, Kendra.
Fantastic. All right. So is that it on that one?
Okay, I'm done bitching about Mr. fucking,
All right.
Semper Pi. I ate half of my clients.
So I'm going to tell you that I'm not going to do a lot of the talking about my douche of the week. I'm just going to tell you this, okay? My douche of the week this week is U.S. Representative from New Mexico, Representative Halland. And this is why she is the douche of the week. Watch this video.
Real quick, I just want to read you the tweet from President Trump this morning regarding what's happening in Portland. And, this is where we see people who are so-called white supremacists, some of these groups that are at the very least, far-right extremists clashing with other groups, including Antifa, which is, seen as a far-left organization. And he writes, major consideration is being given to naming Antifa an organization of terror. Portland is being watched very closely. Hopefully the mayor will be able to properly do his job. And I do want to note the U.S. doesn't have a domestic terrorism law, and no government agency designates domestic groups as being terrorist organizations. What's your reaction to that tweet?
So, this is on par with what the president does. He sides with the white supremacists. He sides with the white nationalists. With the domestic terrorists in our country, just as, he's incited violence against people of color. Portland is a progressive city. They want to ensure that they keep their city moving forward. It's not surprising that Trump would side away from the folks who are the peaceful protesters working to safeguard their city from domestic terrorism. Just not surprised at all that the president sides with the white nationalists. That's been his mode of operation since before he was elected president.
So she's basically saying that there's nothing wrong with Antifa. They should not be named a domestic terrorist organization, and that President Trump is siding with the patriots and the individuals that are at these rallies to try to prevent Antifa from attacking people. Now, if you've seen any of the videos, okay, Judy, are you frozen?
No.
Oh, okay. I was like, what the fuck?
No, I'm so fucking confused. What did I just watch?
You just witnessed an individual who is on the Armed Services Committee, okay, telling us that, for all intents and purposes, the organization known as Antifa is a peaceful organization, and that President Trump is siding with what?
Felix Irving. No one's talking about the true domestic terrorist, Tom Brady and the Patriots. Oh my God, Felix, I love that.
That is funny. Okay, but so you see all these videos of Antifa showing up at these events and causing damage, beating up older people and stuff like that. What I truly want to see is how these little fucking cock smooches act when they are confronted by real fucking patriots. And I'm going to tell you right now, if you watch some of these videos, and I'm sorry, I know some of you think that these guys are good people, but the poor boys, or whatever the fuck they're called, they're a bunch of fucking half a meatballs too. Okay?
Right.
When you're showing up at a fucking event looking like you're straight out of goddamn fucking a weekend at fucking paintball, why don't you leave it to the fucking adults to handle this? And I would love to see a shitload of veterans show up, okay, at one of these events and just toe the fucking line. I would love to see that. I would love to see how these Antifa fucking douche canoes act with real motherfucking patriots standing in front of them. Ones that donned a uniform, that sweat and fucking put their blood, sweat, and tears for that American flag. I would love to see how they'd fucking react. Because they're a bunch of fucking cowards. They're attacking the weak. They're attacking women and children. And when a real fucking man stands in front of them, they fucking cower like a bunch of little fucking girls. But then again, these are the people that don't know what fucking bathroom to use. So, I mean, what can
you have a
expect?
point there.
Wouldn't you love to see that, though? Would you not really?
I don't know. Listen, I'm still hung up on the whole, this is what Trump does. He sides with the white supremacists. No, that's no. What? Wait, what?
No, they want to continue to try to push this fucking white nationalist fucking thing. You're a white nationalist. Why? Because I love my country and I happen to be fucking white?
Oh, so wait, you guys, speaking of white nationalists, now, if you guys are loyal listeners of other shows, like...
Well, I'm going to guess that there must be some people in here, because they all know the ones that are listening to other shows that are here, they're all referring to some of the nicknames of people from the other shows. So I'm guessing we do. I see Josh Kaiser here. That's cool that we got somebody from BB Nation over here. I saw somebody else a little bit ago. I think it was Shelly and Rich from the... which one's he on? He's on WO Radio, right?
Yes, he is.
Okay, all right. I didn't want to mistake it, say he was somebody else. And, Terrell Giles here from Sports Church and occasionally the bar.
Yeah, he's great. He'll fill in whenever he can. I think it's fantastic. So, speaking of white nationalists, if you guys have ever watched any of the shows from the HMFIC here, you might know a little bit about him in the fact that he immigrated to the U.S. when he was a kid, because he's actually Greek. He wasn't born here. Mm-hmm. And we were talking about, just how when people are losing political arguments, they start name calling as a last straw.
Oh, yeah, of course. Yep.
He got called a white nationalist.
Wow.
The Greek guy got called a white nationalist. I was almost in tears with laughter over that, and he was so fucking pissed. And he's like, people are just fucking ridiculous. And I'm like, no, that is so fucking funny. Like, of all the people to call a white nationalist.
Yeah, it's pretty fucking hilarious.
Oh, fuck.
It's pretty hilarious. All right, so hey, while everybody's here, I want to once again remind you that we are proudly brought to you by Beard Barbecue Sauce, beardbqsauce.com. Go to Beard BQ Sauce for your barbecue sauce and barbecue rubs. Veteran-owned, veteran-operated. Use coupon code VET4LIFE at checkout and save yourself 10%. Go to Threatcon5clothing.com. That's Threatcon5, just like it is above us, with clothing.com. Use coupon code radio to save 25% on the already low prices on the site. And
Richie King says he's Native. I'm guessing it means Native American, and was called white nationalist as well.
Hey, I'm Native American too. I was born here. All right. So anyway, let's get ready to move on. You want to do our top 10?
Jawohl.
All right. You want to do our top 10? Then that's what we're gonna do, folks. We're gonna move right now into our top 10. Judy, go ahead. Introduce it. It's yours.
So today's top 10. We've done this before.
Shut up, stupid.
Shut up, stupid. We've done this before. But it's back again. Guess who's back? Back again. Florida man's back. Tell a friend.
This is the continued one, though.
Absolutely. So we've done this before. The continued misadventures of Florida man, alligator edition.
Alligator edition. So you know this is going to be filled with stupidity.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yes.
Mama said that alligators are mean because they have all those teeth and no toothbrushes. That's not true, Mama. It's because of the medulla oblongata.
So, this is good times. Number 10. I'm not going to read the headline because that'll give it away. In March of 2019, a 67-year-old Florida man named Paul Fortin was caught feeding an alligator in his local pond. Apparently, he was doing this on a daily basis. I do remember this. I do remember this story. And someone reported him to the Florida Fish and Wildlife Commission.
Yeah, I don't get it. I don't see what the problem is.
I do. When an officer, he's going to tell all his friends. When an officer was trying to give Fortin a citation, he denied doing anything wrong, saying that the 10-foot alligator was his friend named Hank. I think this may have been my story. He said, Hank is a good boy. He lets me pet him. I'm only missing a few fingers. No, he just sits there and he loves bagels. And the author goes on to say, and really, who doesn't?
Yeah, exactly. Especially everything bagels.
No, I don't like that oniony.
You shut up and just move on.
No, I don't want to have to taste that all day. Fortin continued to argue with the officers because he had no idea that feeding an alligator was illegal and did not believe he was doing anything wrong. They arrested him for resisting the citation, and he had to spend the night in Volusia County Jail. So do you think Hank went hungry that night?
Yes. See?
Later, when the news interview...
if he's going to have to turn away from bagels, now he's going to turn to flesh. Okay?
Yeah.
Next thing you know, some poor little kid or some poor little kitty is going to get eaten because now he's hungry.
You got a point there.
He was doing a service by feeding him bagels. They probably day-old bagels from the bakery.
Yeah, probably. Who knows? Maybe they were free.
The story does not get into it, but I am intrigued.
We need answers. Later, when the news interviewed him about his friendship with Hank, he responded, maybe I'm Dr. Doolittle.
Hey.
Maybe you need to up your meds. There has been no report on how Hank is coping without his morning bagels.
See?
But there have been reports of small dogs missing in the area.
Yeah, exactly.
That was my ad lib.
Number 9. Again, not reading the headlines. You know that feeling you get when you see a horror movie and you're suddenly worried that maybe there's an intruder in your home?
Wait, did you say horror or are we talking Pornhub horror? Love you, Bulldog.
We're not doing an episode of the show that you work on from 9:01 till midnight, okay?
Hey, $15 an hour is $15 an hour.
So you're suddenly worried that maybe there's an intruder in your home, lurking in the darkness. Well, most of the time we feel that way. You just need to go to bed and you feel better in the morning, right? But for one 77-year-old Florida woman named Mary Misjuishun,
God bless you.
She wouldn't have expected to find an 11-foot alligator at 3:30 a.m. The animal had broken through the glass and began smashing things in her house, including her extensive wine collection.
Oh, that's where I draw the fucking line. That's it.
Yep. Even so, Mary seems to have been mesmerized by the creature, saying, I had this beautiful face staring at me through, though he belonged there. I guess I'm supposed to say. Mary eventually broke away from the gator's spellbinding eyes and locked herself in the bedroom. But she was not the first person to call 911. The newspaper delivery person, Patricia Pecora, already called when she spotted the gator breaking into the house. So thankfully, Mary didn't have to wait long before help arrived. The alligator was transported to a private alligator farm where he's friends with Hank that is in fucking bagel remission. Later, the community helped Mary by volunteering to fix her windows and buy new bottles of wine. Now, I really want to know who this go-getter that is delivering fucking newspapers at 3:30 in the fucking morning is.
Yeah, seriously.
Wow.
It's
impressive.
Any chance that's a veteran?
Yeah, right? Somebody that can't sleep.
Right? Used to being up that early in the
Yeah,
morning.
don't worry about it. I got it. What? You want them delivered at midnight? Got ya.
Number 8. I love this one. We covered this one, didn't we?
I don't know.
This next story proves that there are some.
Oh, yes, we did. Yes, we did. Yep, we did. We covered
Some
this. I think
people
I
who
did.
I think you did, who seriously need to reevaluate their sense of humor. A 24-year-old Florida man named Joshua James decided to throw an alligator through the drive-through window of a Wendy's in Palm Beach County, Florida.
I'm surprised Wendy's didn't tweet something about it.
Backblast area not clear. Wee! He later said that he found the gator on the side of the road and thought it might be a funny prank to play on the fast food employees at 1:20 a.m. Oh, so you know alcohol was involved.
Oh, yeah.
So
well,
after
he was probably on his way to his job delivering newspapers.
Drinking and driving works for me.
Yep.
So after receiving his food and drink, he grabbed the 3.5-foot alligator and tossed it through the window before speeding off. Well, the joke was on Joshua because everything was captured on security cameras, including his license plate. You fucking idiot.
License plate?
Yeah. He was charged with assault with a deadly weapon.
That's some bullshit. An alligator is not a weapon.
Well, according to this article, alligators are in fact able to kill or seriously injure people.
I just want an alligator with a freaking laser beam on its head.
Is that so much to ask? This is a 3rd-degree felony. Wow, a felony for throwing a 3-foot alligator.
Well, he'll never do that shit again.
Nope. No,
Somebody
he won't.
else will, though. Somebody else will.
Absolutely. Yeah. Somebody else will,
People in Florida don't learn. No.
No. Maybe they do learn and they'll drive up with license plate or in somebody else's car with license plates that are covered up.
Yeah, there you go.
So he could spend up to 5 years in prison. James also has to go through court-ordered psychological evaluation.
Wow.
Perhaps the most harsh punishment of all of this is the Wendy's Corporation has banned him from their restaurants for life. Not really. Their food sucks anyways. Come on.
But they have sea salt fucking fries.
Do they really?
And I love going through the drive-thru. I don't go to drive-thrus, but I literally went through a drive-thru once with a guy that had me fucking dying. He would not let them get off that little speaker thing until they explained what sea the salt came from. Can you please tell me what sea exactly the salt came from? Hey,
because if it's not the Mediterranean, yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Number 7. I cannot read the headline for this one because it would give
Absolutely
the whole fucking
not.
thing away. Once Florida man and woman have been brought together in holy matrimony, it only makes sense that they would have a child, or 2, or 10. No matter how many kids you have, that doesn't make it any less special to bring new life into the world. Fucking bullshit. Why do you need 10 kids? Unless you're trying to get on
Because you want to see if you can
unless
turn
you're trying to get on TLC.
Because you want to see if you can actually turn her uterus into a Pez dispenser.
All right, there you go. So no matter how many kids you have, it doesn't make it any less special to bring new life into the world. And many couples decide to celebrate this blessed occasion with a gender reveal party. Well, in Pasco County, Florida, Stacy and Chad Childs Wright, this guy needs to change his name, he's a fucking moron, kept a pet alligator in their home named Amos. The couple wiggled a balloon in front of the gator, and he was annoyed enough to bite it, revealing an explosion of pink powder. We're having a girl! After the video went viral, guess what happened?
It got eaten? I don't know.
Fox News did a follow-up story asking the Child's Right family why in the world they have a pet alligator lurking around their children in the first place. Turns out, actually, it's a perfectly rational explanation.
Sure.
The husband, Chad, works as a gator trapping expert with the Florida Fish and Wildlife Conservation Commission, and he has been traveling with Amos since 2005 to teach various officers in Florida how to properly trap an alligator. Now, all these stories basically are wrapped together so far because Chad is the guy that picked up the 11-foot freaking alligator at that old lady's house, brought it to the reserve with the bagel-deprived alligator. All right, shut up. Moving right along.
I'm sorry. I'm just like, what? Just wow.
You were looking at me like, are you making this up or is that really in the story?
Like, really? All right, there's a gnat in here that's making me crazy. Apparently, I need a shower again.
Yeah.
Number
maybe
6.
Bring it up to twice a week, Judy.
Yeah, I should.
Yeah.
Number 6. There is nothing more American than stepping up to bravely take a problem into your own hands, even if it defies all logic. For one 80-year-old Florida man
Dun, dun, dun.
from Miami-Dade named Ed Chapman, he had experienced far too much in life to be afraid of a silly little alligator. How little we talking, Fred? Ed, whatever.
Feet.
When Chapman found a 6-foot-long alligator harassing his dog in his backyard, he didn't bother to call animal control. Instead, he wrestled the alligator and duct taped its mouth shut all by himself.
Good for him.
High five. I love this guy. Later, he called the police and gave them a detailed description of their wrestling match. And he started out with, "Let's get ready to rumble."
See, it would have been better if you said he started out with, "No shit, there I was."
What had happened was... Oh, listen to this shit. This alligator knew some serious wrestling moves.
Well, I'm sure he did.
Swatted at me with his tail and knocked my legs out from underneath me. That thing tugged me all over. You probably want to keep that to yourself.
The alligator gave him a little tuggy, did he?
A little tuggaroo. He carried me, twisting and fighting me all the way across the property. We argued together until we got all the way over to the pond. The reporter asked him to elaborate on the fact that he claims to have argued with the alligator. Chapman simply responded, "Yeah, we argued." Yeah, he wasn't happy.
No, I bet it wasn't.
I love this guy. I'd have paid money to watch that.
Me too.
He taped that fucking thing's mouth shut.
Good for him.
It's a damn shame that there's not video to that.
I've seen that shit on TV too.
It's a shame, like to have an amateur go and wrestle. We need video of that just so that we could have like Snoop Dogg narrated or some shit.
Right. Jesus.
Go ahead. Number 5.
Number 5. Sometimes when you come home from a long day at work, all you want to do is relax, right? That's what I want to do, and have some whiskey. Have your dinner, maybe sit down with a glass of wine and Netflix. Yeah, if you're a fucking woman. But I'm not, so fuck wine. Okay, the only thing that could possibly ruin your moment of zen is getting a bad letter in the mail or an argument with a loved one. Or coming face to face with your arch nemesis, the alligator. Michael Prestridge is an employee of Amazon, the fulfillment center, and he came home from a 10-hour-long shift, exhausted. Him a very full day. What the fuck? Exhausted him a very full day at work.
Okay. I'm following along.
We don't write the fucking story. We don't write this shit, okay?
We just
last
dig it out.
thing he needed was a 6-foot-long alligator taking a nap in the front of his front door. In front of his front door. I mean, in front of the door to his house would have sufficed. I don't think we need to be that fucking
seriously.
specific.
How many times do we have to say?
Instead of calling the police or animal control, Michael first called his brother, Rick, and snapped photos to post on Facebook.
Sure.
After boasting about his discovery, he finally got around to calling a trapper to retrieve the gator so he could go inside to relax. How is that number 5 on the list? That should have been way down. This guy's
that should have been like number 10.
Yeah, that sucked. That one sucked. Next one's going to be good, though.
Oh, yeah, here we go.
Yeah.
This number 4, this next story proves that sometimes Florida man truly can be a hero. On July 10th, 2019.
Don Gay says, pretty sure alcohol was involved.
Right?
Yep.
They left the most interesting part of the story out of that one.
Now you realize that none of these stories end with when the trapper and the local law enforcement showed up, they found meth in their possession. and I think they're leaving out a very, very important fucking part of these stories.
They're leaving out vital
But in the
information.
meantime, let me say that I'd like to say hi to David Shecker, to Jason Donaghy, and Jimmy James, Christy Stone, and I just saw somebody else new too. Well, maybe I didn't. No, Don Gay. Don Gay. All right, yeah. So good to see you all. Thanks for tuning in. All right, moving right along.
On July 10th, 2019, a 75-year-old man named Buddy Ackerman from Palm Harbor, Florida, was walking in his backyard with his golden retriever, Osi. The dog got close to the edge of the pond when an alligator emerged to clench his jaws around the unsuspecting canine while he was dropping a deuce, no less. Ackerman was so shocked and afraid he started running towards the dog and slipped and fell backwards.
Oh, shit.
Before the gator could drag Osi to a watery grave, Buddy managed to get back on his feet and grab onto the dog. They pulled the golden retriever in a horrific tug of war. And you know that dog was like, dude, somebody fucking let me go. I'm trying to take a shit here. Can I get some privacy?
Right?
Ackerman finally kicked the gator in the nose. It's true, folks. If you punch him or kick him in the nose, there you go. This was enough for him to unclench his jaws and release the pup. When interviewed by the local news, Ackerman said he was just glad that Osi is a rather large dog, stating, I don't know what would happen with people running around with a little Peking geese or something. I guess we'd all have to say goodbye.
Yep, we would.
So,
Little ankle biter.
yeah, right.
Yep.
Sorry, little snack.
Oh,
Maybe
yeah, that'd
you know what?
that'd be the only problem, though. The alligator'd still be hungry.
Yeah, well, but I got a plan here. If you've got a big dog and you're worried about an alligator taking your big dog, you should get one of those little dogs to use as bait. That way you and your big dog can get away.
You're onto something there. Number 3. Every single year, Lake Okeechobee, whatever, has an annual alligator hunt during the month of August. This is a rare opportunity where the Florida Fish and Wildlife Conservation Commission gives their blessings to hunters to have free rein to rid the waters of deadly reptiles.
Oh my god, this has yeehaw motherfucker written all over it.
In order to keep the population under control. This story apparently is going all the way back to 1967.
Well, it must be a good one then.
Well, back in 1967, alligators made their way onto endangered species list because so many Florida residents were shooting them on a daily basis.
Okay.
The Wildlife Commission set out to conserve the creatures and made it illegal to kill them without a permit. But the population exploded to over 1.3 million alligators in the state of Florida, which is why they have allowed these controlled hunting seasons. All right, so now moving back up to recent. One man, Jim Howard, showed up with his boat to participate. And after 30 minutes into his fishing trip, he captured an alligator that was 12 feet long and 1,000 pounds.
Whoa.
As you can imagine, it wasn't an easy fight to get the beast onto the boat.
You think?
But for over an hour, Howard had to wrestle with the alligator. It was so large and strong that it pulled his boat through the water. Now the real question is, how will Howard get this alligator into taxidermy? But here's my question.
Does he get to eat it?
No, here's my question. I think this is probably the better question. Hey, we're going to allow you in the month of August to hunt and kill alligators. Not to fucking drive out into the middle of the fucking Okeechobee fucking lake and freaking wrestle with one and put it on your boat.
This isn't wrestling season.
Jesus Christ. These fucking Florida man had just fucking taken this shit too far.
Yeah, of course. It's Florida man.
Moving right along. Roll Tide.
I'm going to have a hard time with this one. Exactly. Roll Tide for most of these stories. After you've done the gender reveal party, another trend with expecting mothers is to do a pregnancy photo shoot.
Oh, Jesus.
So, when in Florida, you might as well do Florida things. Lindsay and Jonathan Tuttle were so proud of being Florida residents that once they got married and were expecting their first child, they decided to have a maternity photo shoot that was Florida themed. It was complete with the state flag, a case of beer,
Budweiser,
a
I
shotgun.
bet.
Yeah, probably.
Oh, a Bud Light.
A shotgun, and a baby alligator. Because, of course, Lindsay cradled the baby gator in her arms and nursed it with a bottle. Something tells me that these people may have not been originally from Florida. This has Roll Tide written all over it.
Oh, no, it's got Florida written all over it. It's got Florida written all over it.
Got a point there.
Yes. Yeah.
Thankfully, this was all done ironically, and there was a gator wrangler somewhere off camera. We're talking about a very small gator, right?
Yeah.
So ready to take the baby reptile safely out of her arms. During an interview, Tuttle said that she wanted to do a Florida man, Florida woman themed photo shoot because as a resident of the state, she was a fan of all the crazy news headlines. Well, thank you for being one of them. She hoped it would go viral. Tuttle said, I knew it would have elicited a reaction just because it's so over the top and ridiculous. So you knew you're retarded.
Yeah.
That's what you're saying.
And now you have from Florida.
Yeah, and now you have photographic evidence of your stupidity. Fantastic. Yeah. I wonder how much you paid for that though, because she hired a professional photographer.
I don't know. All right.
This is my favorite one.
Number 1. We all knew it would come to this. With all those stories of people casually cuddling and wrestling with alligators, it was eventually going to end badly. In Fort Meade, Florida, a corporation called the Mosaic Company has a canal running through their property. One day, employees spotted a nearly 12-foot-long, 449-pound alligator carrying the body of a man. So it was approximately a 650-pound alligator at that point. The authorities were called, and the Florida Fish and Wildlife Commission were forced to shoot the gator. Part of the man's remains were discovered inside the alligator's stomach.
Alrighty then.
And the rest of his body had to be removed after it floated downriver. Oh, recovered. Okay. The coroner was eventually able to identify the victim as 45-year-old Michael Ford II. And they listed his official cause of death as drowning. No one is sure why the man was on company property since he was not an employee. The exact circumstances surrounding his death will likely remain an unsolved mystery.
We need answers.
He got eaten by a fucking alligator. Jesus Christ! What? I mean,
wait.
First it's the guy in Florida. They can't determine why he was dead. Half his body was in the fucking alligator. The rest was still in the fucking water. What was it? The same fucking coroner that dealt with the Jeff Epstein fucking thing? Holy fuck! You can't make this shit up.
Oh, shit. Now, I'm willing to bet I'm going to add to the story a little bit since we know so little. Since the experts know so little, I'm willing to bet that drugs and or alcohol was involved. And he was probably trying to do something stupid like feed bagels to the alligator or tickle its penis or nurse it with a baby bottle. Who knows?
Sex with it. We've covered that before.
Yes, put its finger in its bum hole. Who fucking knows?
Wanted to give it a fucking slap and pickle.
He was trying to, pull a, Steve Irwin used to be his idol. I'll put my finger in his bum hole. That'll really piss him off. Who knows?
Yeah, exactly. Dean Cerny's right. So not only did the guy get bitten by a fucking alligator and chewed half his body apart, but he also gets shot.
Yeah, poor guy. Womp womp.
Wow. Unbelievable. So sad.
So,
I'm pretty sure, yes, Sai, I'm pretty sure that fucking alligators do poop.
Yeah. Oh, shit. That was fun.
That was fun. That was really fun.
Good.
You know what? I am going to, tell you that, Judy?
Yeah.
Before we can go moving on into stories, I have to tell you that I actually have a fucking story about an alligator attack.
For reals? Was it? And it was it
in
not
Florida
in Florida this time?
It was in Florida, yes. And I can't find it.
go ahead and we'll bill shit for a second if you want to dig for it.
No, it's all right. It's all right because I'm gonna start us off with another Florida fucking story anyway, so it's all good.
Cy says we ain't got gators in Iowa.
All right, so now it's time for our news segment of the. How is it only 8:08?
I don't know. Hey, did we have a fake sponsor?
No.
Sponsor?
What
Damn.
is fucking wrong with you tonight?
I'm
License? Yeah, they had to take his license, and we
I've
have a fake
been in
sponsor.
I've been in with the license thing. I've been in Tennessee way too long because my friends up north are like, "You ain't from around here, is ya?"
You ain't from here, is you?
So I think we should have a fake sponsor soon.
You think so?
Yeah.
Huh?
And I think I should try this product on the air.
Oh Jesus!
Do you know what I'm about to talk about?
No, please tell us.
According to CNN, it's not the fall apocalypse. Spam is releasing a limited edition pumpkin spice flavor on September 23rd.
Are you out of your fucking mind?
The week of the final, the
Do you know
night
what
of
spam? Do you know what spam stands for?
stuff posing as meat.
Yes. Why would you eat that?
Okay, listen. I
It
know,
is the ultimate. It is the ultimate fucking poor food, though.
Listen, I've eaten MREs. Come on.
Yeah,
There's
barely.
nothing worse than MREs.
Barely. You in the Air Force.
Fuck off.
Your MREs consisted of 5-star fucking hotel steaks and fucking salads.
Does your pussy hurt over that too?
No, I could give two fucks. I joined the military. I didn't join the fucking Cub Scouts.
Anywho, so I know people are, you either love or you hate spam. I love it. I have some in my pantry right now. We've talked about this before. It's a damn shame that it's coming out on September 23rd because I really wanted to try it on the air.
I thought you wanted to try the new fucking pumpkin spice lube that Pornhub is fucking marketing.
You're joking, right? Ain't not that idea for me if it's real. You know why? Because
What do you mean, am I joking? Are you like, really? Where do I get it and how much is it?
I'm sure I'll just log into my Pornhub account real quick. So last year I was, I think I had like a Monday off. So I managed to tune into one of our favorite shows, also known as Threatcon 5 2.0. It's Sunday night at, what are they on? 11 p.m. Eastern time, Backwoods Veterans. And I used to go into their show all the time and, we would all talk shit to each other and just contribute to the debauchery. Look, Justin Keeney, I know how to say debauchery correctly. And they were talking about all things pumpkin spice. Actually, Sexy Girlfriend was talking about all things pumpkin spice. And I was like, oh, I'm so excited. I don't give a shit what people think about pumpkin spice. But it is a little annoying. I mean, everybody has to have something pumpkin spice. It's ridiculous. And then we were making jokes in chat about it. And I was like, pumpkin spice vaginal suppositories. And all the guys are like,
Wow.
So my coworkers and I were discussing the pumpkin spice spam, and we decided we were trying to make a top 10 list of it. And this is what we came up with so far. Things that nobody asked for or nobody wanted. Mm-hmm. Things that stoners eat. This is what we're calling pumpkin spice spam. The perfect food for your party guests when you don't want them to stay late.
My God.
A good way to attract millennials to wherever you need them.
Okay. All right.
Army wife bait. Good replacement for when people who chum fish run out of bait.
All right.
That's as far as we got. We had a lot of fun with that. We were in hysterics over this. Seriously, I'm going to try it and I'm making a video.
Alrighty.
So there's our potential fake sponsor. Moving right along. Oh my God, Felix Irving, basic white girl bait.
Yeah, basically. I mean, anything pumpkin spice is definitely, how to catch a white girl.
Yeah, I don't care.
get white girl wasted on fucking on fucking pumpkin spice. I don't know. I don't know, Judy. I don't know. I want. It's time for news.
It is. Did you find the story?
No, I can't find the fucking thing. I'll keep looking. Just go ahead and start the first fucking. You go ahead and find. You do your first story of the night. How about that?
Right on.
Right on.
This is fantastic. And the place where it happened it's just so fitting. Hicksville, New York. A man accused of posing as a police officer got a heavy dose of karma Friday after he pulled over a van in Hicksville, New York that just happened to be full of police detectives.
Ah, damn it, I have that story too.
Yeah, so add your rhetoric to it. According to police, 25-year-old Valerie, I'm assuming is how that's pronounced, Portlock was driving in a black Nissan Sentra on Hicksville Road. Of course he was. Near Roosevelt Avenue in Hicksville around 11 a.m. on Friday. That's when police say he turned on emergency lights and started blowing an air horn, telling the van to pull over. That van was full of detectives from the Nassau County Police Department's electronics squad.
That's fucking
Good
funny.
job there, jackass.
The electronics squad, what are they, like? They work with the fucking geek squad at fucking Best Buy? What the fuck kind of bullshit is that? Oh, are they all like fucking nerds? They got glasses with the white tape in their hair. Oh, we're detectives with the electric squad.
They have the cell phone cases that double as the wallet.
Yeah, and they got fucking like pocket protectors and shit like that.
Right. And they vape.
Yeah, and they... Wow.
As soon as the detectives told Portland who they were, police say he tried to flee by speeding away into oncoming traffic. Oh, this story just keeps getting better. Police say he eventually got on the Long Island Expressway, which we all know you're not moving very fast there. Highway Patrol was able to stop and arrest Portlock. Yeah, because of all the fucking traffic. Portlock is facing the following criminal charges: criminal impersonation, fleeing from police, and reckless endangerment. Police released Portlock on his own recognizance.
Hold
following.
On. I have a question about this, though. I have a question about this. He obviously was not pulling over a cruiser.
Right.
He was just pulling over a vehicle that happened to have a bunch of detectives in it, right?
Right.
It wasn't an unmarked vehicle. It just was a vehicle with detectives in it. So how was he technically fleeing the police?
Well, they said he got in his car and drove off.
It doesn't matter. They weren't they weren't pursuing him. Were they pursuing him in a 1997 fucking Dodge Caravan full of fucking Geek Squad fucking employees? What the fuck? I mean, I need this. I need answers. I need answers, Judy.
Oh shit!
I want to be this guy's attorney.
I do too, actually.
I want to be his attorney. I want to stand there and say, Your Honor, I want these charges brought against my client are erroneous and un-American.
America. So, police did release him on his own recognizance following an arraignment. He's due back in court. This coming Thursday.
Well, there you go.
And they're called the Second Squad. Reports the arrest of a Hicksville man for criminal impersonation, according to detectives. He was trapped. Blah blah blah. Lots of blah 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 in their tweet. Their tweet was very boring, by the way, or their website. Sorry. So that's yeah. If you're going to be pretending to be a police officer, try not to pull over the Geek Squad next time.
Yep.
Fucking dumbass.
Not a very long story, but this story comes from Palm Bay, Florida.
Uh-oh.
Where a man is recovering after he was bitten by an alligator late Saturday night. According to Florida Fish and Wildlife, a 30-year-old man was hunting gators near Malabar Road. The man was pulling an alligator into a vehicle when it bit him on the right hand. The victim was transported to Holmes Regional Hospital. The Fish and Wildlife Conservation is conducting an investigation. Palm Bay Police and Fire assisted with the investigation. Alligator hunting season began August 15th and continues till November 1st. Is it just me, or do you have the same feeling that Florida is just looking for reasons to fuck with people? I mean, if it's fucking alligator season and he was hunting fucking alligators, what do you need to investigate?
Yeah, seriously.
Right? Hey guys, today we're going to investigate the case of the guy that got bit by the alligator on fucking Saturday night. Excuse me, boss, what the fuck exactly are we investigating? Well, I don't fucking know. We have to justify our fucking pay.
Right, we got a quota to meet.
Jesus. I mean, these seem like open and shut cases.
Dean Cerny says, well, if they'd stop trying anal with gators, they wouldn't get bitten.
Right?
Oh, shit.
All right, moving right along.
Oh, look at that. Is this for real? Wow. So I didn't even realize that this was not meant to be another Florida man. It just happened to work out that way. To be fair, the McDonald's Filet-O-Fish is delicious, but a Manatee County suspect took his craving too far at the McDonald's on the 8000 block of Lockwood Ridge Road on August 11th. According to an incident report, a deputy arrived at McDonald's around midnight and spoke to staff who said a crazed customer did not get the fillet of fish he ordered in his takeout bag while going through the drive-thru and commenced to pitch a fit.
Pitched a fit. And that's exactly the way the fucking article is written, because I have the story too.
Oh,
he
great.
Pitched a fit.
He pitched a fit. Deputies say the man pulled up, exited his car, grabbed a shopping cart, and began bashing it into the side of the victim's car, causing about $2,000 worth of damage. Wait, so this is another patron's fault? I need answers.
Mm-hmm. The
report did not indicate if the victim was an employee or if the Bradenton woman was just another customer in the drive-thru lane. So what we're saying is we're just going to report this without all the information.
Sounds like the news.
Yeah, sounds like typical reporters.
Yeah, that's how they do it. Fake news. You are fake news.
You fake news. A witness, as well as the victim, told deputies they have no idea who the suspect is, but when captured, he faces a felony criminal mischief charge. Wow. Pitched a fit. Now listen.
That's a hell of a fit.
That is a hell of a fit, but it's definitely better than throwing an alligator at the guy at the drive-thru window.
Yeah. It's all over a fillet of fish.
All over, yeah. Not even a good sandwich. Come on.
Not even a good sandwich. You all set?
Yeah. So Jimmy James said he found a new way to cast his phone to the TV.
Oh.
So does that mean we're large and in charge tonight?
Fucking great. We're staying in Florida.
Sweet. It's easy to do.
Daytona Beach. Police have arrested a Florida man, Larry Adams, for allegedly using nunchucks and roach spray on his neighbors.
Was that bad?
I guess. Two witnesses told police they originally left their apartment to tell neighbors to lower the volume of music coming from a car outside their building. The people inside the car told officers that they were celebrating the 18th birthday of one of them. While Adams, who left his nearby apartment around 1 a.m., was verbally combative with the group by the car. The victims told police Adams cursed and made threats to the group, even threatening to shoot them, according to Adams' arrest affidavit. Now, before we move along, I'd like to say that I have questions here.
Okay.
We're celebrating a birthday of an 18-year-old inside a car.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You're not...
Good times.
Nothing, I mean...
Good times. I don't know. What?
Yeah, all right.
How old were they? Wait, say that again?
They were celebrating the 18th birthday of one of them inside the car. They were listening to music inside the car. 1 a.m. I don't know. I think they could have found something better to do.
Was there heavy smoke
I
clouds
don't know,
coming?
but there was a
out
lot
the
of shit going on. I mean, they could have fucking went down to the local fucking McDonald's and watched this fucking dude having a pitch and a fit. I mean, they could have. There's tons of stuff to do in Florida. The group began to argue with Adams, and that's when the 61-year-old pulled out a can of roach spray and proceeded to douse the neighbors with it. According to the police report, he then attempted to attack the victims with nunchucks. The group at the car evaded the attack, and Adams struck the car, causing the nunchucks to bounce back and strike him in the forehead.
Whoops.
According to the police. And his fucking mugshot, in which I will show you in a minute. Right about this time, Adams and 2 of the victims decide to call 911 instead of just laughing at his dumbassery. Turn down the volume at 1 freaking a.m. and call it a night for everyone involved. Officers arrived at the scene and found Adams with a small cut to his forehead and a big bruise in his ego. Upon checking his home, they found 1 nunchuck. Only 1. 1 can of pepper spray. 1 empty can of roach spray. A silver box containing a loaded semi-automatic handgun. Magazine. And projectiles inside a sock on Adams' bed next to where a child was sleeping.
Wait, say that last part again. Projectiles, what?
There was a projectiles inside a sock. I think we call that fucking sperm. It's a happy sock.
I was going to say, are they blanks or are they... What are we doing here?
Police arrested Adams on
Was
aggravated
Pornhub
battery.
playing?
What? Yeah. Hey, listen, that's why he was upset. He was in the middle of a date. Police arrested Adams on aggravated battery and aggravated assault charges. He's now being held in Volusia County Jail, and so ends yet another mini saga of Florida Man.
Dun, dun, dun,
I'm gonna share this story so you guys can see the picture taken of him fucking bouncing the fucking nunchuck off the car right into his fucking forehead. It's fucking hilarious.
That sounds a little painful, but funny.
Yeah.
As long as
laugh
it's
at his shit
else.
because why? It's motherfucking Florida Man.
Dun, dun, dun.
All right, Jeff Jebby, he's going to bed because his pain is overwhelming or
Oh.
overwhelming. But whatever.
Yeah,
Hope
I
you
saw him
feel
earlier
better, buddy.
talking about. Yeah, I saw him earlier talking about pain meds. I don't know what's going on, but take care of yourself. I hope you get better.
Yeah, hope you're feeling better, bud. Moving right along.
Moving right along.
Moving right
Now-
along.
I heard about this weekend, and I was like, "What? No one should be shocked by this news." Okay.
Okay.
Days after Katy Perry was accused of sexual harassment by her Teenage Dream music video co-star Josh Kloss, another alleged victim has come forward.
Uh-oh.
On August 13th, Russian TV presenter Tina Kandelaki reacted to Kloss's story on her Telegram channel, claiming that she had a similar interaction with the Never Really Over singer. I can add personal impressions to the story, this is the English translation of her post. Once I was invited to a private party with Katy Perry where she, being pretty tipsy, chose me as an object for the manifestation of her passion. Is this... I think I've seen this on Pornhub, actually.
No, actually, I think I saw it in one of her videos. It was, I kissed a girl and I liked it.
I kissed a girl and I liked it.
Yep.
Kandelaki said she managed to fight back, but fight? Why would you fight off Katy Perry? Hello, she's fucking hot. I'd let her molest me. I mean, seriously, I don't swing that way, but it's Katy Perry.
Mm-hmm. Sure you don't.
I like the D, okay?
Okay.
Perry
I bet you if we look at that Pornhub fucking history, there's a lot of girl-on-girl shit going on there.
It's none of your damn business. So Kandelaki says she managed to fight back, but Perry instantly found herself a new victim for kisses, hugs, and dirty dances.
Oh boy.
She says, I won't be surprised at the stream of memories of unhappy fans who for years carried this within themselves and now suddenly they remember the scolded dignity, the translation concluded. Kandelaki's post came 3 days after Kloss reflected on his experience with Perry on the set of Teenage Dream, which he called one of the most confusing, assaulting, and belittling jobs he's ever done. Ah, but you still did it, and you accepted the money for it, you dirty, filthy whore. Kloss said they initially found Perry cool and kind, and that she didn't cross any lines while they were shooting.
Everybody said the same thing about Jeff Epstein.
When other people were around, she was as cold as ice, even called the act of kissing me gross to the entire set while filming. Oh, so he got his little feelings hurt. The story's starting to make sense.
Yep, she slapped him right in the pee-pee.
So here's the thing. You know, you say Jeffrey Epstein. Here, I want to read you guys something. There's a stranger in my bed. There's a pounding my head, glitter all over the room. Pink flamingos
I didn't do it.
I smell like a minibar. DJ's passed out in the yard. Barbie's on the barbecue. This a hickey or a bruise? Pictures of last night ended up online. I'm screwed. Oh well, it's a blacked out blur, but pretty sure I ruled it. Damn. Last Friday night, yeah, we danced on tabletops and we took too many shots. Think we kissed, but I forgot. Last Friday night. Those are song lyrics by Katy Perry. If anybody's shocked by this news that she sexually harassed someone, you've got your head buried in the sand. She has made fame, made a shit ton of money singing music about stuff that we've all done in our 20s. I mean, seriously, these song lyrics are half of my 20s in the barracks. And if Matt White is still listening, he can attest to some of those stories.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah, I mean,
Judy,
is any...
You should
what?
not have opened yourself up to that.
Well, seriously.
Yes.
Barracks parties, come on.
Matt King just threw it out there. He loved Judy in your porn debut, Scissorac and Scissorac 2.
But
Okay.
seriously, barracks parties, dorm parties, whatever you want to call them. This is, or if you've ever gone to college, come on.
All right,
Why
moving
are
right
people
along.
shocked by this bulldog? I don't get it.
Moving right along. The Northern Territory News once again has staked its claim for a best headline of the year. And that headline is, Best Man Left Bleeding After Being Hit in the Head by a Flying Dildo.
Oh, I saw this.
Ladies and gentlemen, this was not Judy's last Friday night. This was something totally different. Inspired by the famous scene of a woman expelling the ping pong balls in a comedy film, The Adventures of Priscilla, Queen of the Desert, but this time the projectiles were not... Yeah, you get the idea. Entertainment for Peter Rowley's pre-wedding Bucks party was inspired by that famous scene of the woman expelling the ping pong balls out of her hoo-ha in The Adventures of Priscilla, Queen of the Desert. But this time the projectiles were not little celluloid objects, but rather something more solid. And when the scantily clad exotic dancer performed her party trick, shooting dildos at the guests from her private parts, Best Man Darwin Architect Jur Skuvavak, 31, found himself in the firing line. As the Rupert Murdoch-owned Northern Territory News reports this morning, Mr. Skuvak was injured by the bullet-shaped pink sex toy measuring about 12 centimeters in length. Mr. Skuvak is still sporting a scar on his forehead at Mr. Rolhe's wedding nearly 3 weeks after being dinged by the artificial...
Was this a glass dildo?
I don't know. Dinged by the artificial dong. The darting dildo drama unfolded on December 28th in a rented 2-bedroom unit in Brisbane. You knew this shit came from fucking Australia. Mr. Skuvak said about 8 other friends joined Mr. Rolick for the party. He said the pink projectile was flying at an impressive 7 meters across the room and looping about 2 meters high. It wasn't a strong shot when it hit me in the head. It probably just landed on an awkward sort of angle. She was shooting it through the room from one corner to the other, he said. Other people got hit in the chest and in the knees. I was the only one bleeding. It was my turn and it landed straight on my forehead. She started apologizing straight away, but I just said it was fine and told her to keep going. I touched my forehead and there was blood. Mr. Skuvak had difficulties describing the tearaway toy in detail. Sure he did. He just didn't want to be that embarrassed. I don't have massive experience with dildos, he said. The scars left by the offending object have since healed, but Mr. Skuvak said the story was still very much alive. People keep asking how close my face was, 'cause that sort of injury, he said. Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Just how powerful are those?
She does Kegels. Yeah.
I seriously, stories don't stump me very often. Here we are. I seriously, oh my God. How close was your face? You don't want to know.
Yeah. Yeah.
And by the way, for those of you
She
who are
does this for a living. I mean, come on.
I just, I actually kind of have, do you guys remember, Bulldog, you remember, what was that? The Austin Powers movies?
Yeah.
When the girls would have the furry, Madonna bras on and they had the machine gun jubblies. That's what I...
Yep. By the way, that story was sent to me by Raymond Trueblood.
That's exactly what I'm picturing, except, yeah.
Yeah. They've got something inside their giblies.
Machine gun jubblies.
Machine gun giblies. Moving right along.
Oh, so you know
they
how
got a party in Australia, I'll tell you that.
Yeah, they do. So, I love living in Tennessee. It's absolutely beautiful here. And unfortunately, and I'm not going to blame this on Tennessee. I'm not going to blame this on the South because it's everywhere. I mean, we've seen it in the news. Racism. Some of the acts that you've seen in your own local news are quite horrifying. So this priest, a Catholic priest, I believe he's Catholic, has banned a black housekeeper from his property.
I have that one too.
Yeah. He placed the blame squarely with his racist dog. The housekeeper, LaShundra Allen, says, I was just supposed to clean the church, and I was supposed to go to the pastor's house and clean that as well. They were just like, well, I'm not really sure how to say this, kind of like in a joking way. But Father Jasek doesn't want black people cleaning the house because his dog is racist.
Wow. Blame the dog.
It's funny that the story's going here because I actually was going to talk about the movie that it's mentioning right now. The extraordinary story with echoes of the 1980s drama White Dog and a classic episode of Curb Your Enthusiasm saw the housekeeper informed by the priest secretary, I'm sorry, we're not trying to be rude, but the dog doesn't like black people. Then put it in a fucking cage. In a truly remarkable statement, Reverend Jasek Kowal, a pastor at the Catholic Church of the Incarnation, has insisted he's not racist, explaining, I wholeheartedly believe all forms of discrimination are sinful and wrong, but that his German...
Hold on. I'm going to bet you that this guy pulled a straight-up Joe Biden. And he probably said, look it, my dog's the racist one. I'm not racist. I fully believe black people should clean my house. I mean, what I'm trying to say is...
let me backpedal really quick.
Right? You know what I'm saying? I can imagine that's exactly how that conversation went.
Poor people
this guy's like, no, seriously, I'm not the racist one. It's my dog. I mean, it's all, President Trump, my dog was listening to Trump's last, I don't even know.
Even poor people and white people can clean my house.
Yeah, poor people. Poor people clean just as well as white people.
You know what? In the eyes of Threatcon 5 and the jury here at Threatcon 5, Joe Biden will never live that down.
No.
So apparently, the German Shepherd did once have a bad experience with a stranger who happened to be African American. He concluded, as a disciple of Jesus Christ, I wholeheartedly believe all forms of discrimination based upon race or ethnicity are sinful and wrong. As a pastor, I have ministered to, employed, and worked with numerous African Americans. Their claim that I didn't want an African American to clean my rectory is simply not true. Really?
I told you. And that's where he's going to come out and say, I have absolutely no problem with African Americans cleaning my rectory. Matter of fact, they're the best at it. I mean, no. I'd love to hear what Felix has to say about this. Judy, we fucked up.
What?
I had 4 shirts I was supposed to give away tonight.
Bulldog!
I know. You know what? We're going to have to do it after the show. We're going to have to pick 4 people.
Yes, and we will notify you. We'll do an announcement on the page, and we'll send you guys messages.
Yeah.
What was going to be the dealio?
I totally forgot all about it.
So
a listener bought 4 shirts and wanted to donate them.
Okay. So Terrell wanted to know if the priest got the idea for the racist dog from King of the Hill.
Yeah, right. It's fucking crazy, stupid, man. It just cracks me up. All right, here's another story. This one was sent to me by Cindy Cerny, and guess where we're going?
Uh-oh.
Right back to Florida.
Yeah!
Guess what we're talking about? Alligators again.
That seems to be the theme tonight, doesn't it?
Punta Gorda, Florida. Officials say a Florida woman who pulled a small alligator from her yoga pants during a traffic stop and illegally possessed numerous other wild animals has been sentenced to probation after pleading guilty to 4 charges. Florida prosecutors said a Charlotte County Sheriff's deputy stopped a pickup truck in May after it ran a stop sign. The driver, 22-year-old, you're going to love this.
Uh-oh.
The driver, 22-year-old driver, Michael Clemens, Michael Clemens, somebody didn't read this fucking story before it was published, told the deputy he and his 25-year-old passenger, Ariel Machan Lequire, were collecting frogs and snakes under an overpass. He gave the deputy permission to search bags on the truck. When the deputy found 41 3-striped turtles in a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle backpack, the shit writes itself. He asked if Machan Lequire had anything else. That's when she pulled a 1-foot gator from her pants.
Those aren't my pants.
Officials say Clemens' case is pending. How do you hide? I mean, how big do you have to be to hide a 1-foot gator in your fucking pants? And how bold do you have to be to put a gator down there with your clam?
Yeah, seriously, with any body part. Is that a gator in my pants, or are you just happy to see me?
I don't get it. I don't get it. Moving right along.
Moving right along.
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Heroes in a half shell.
Turtle power.
Ninja power.
Whatever.
Moving right along.
While playing outside on a farm in Oregon, also known as backwoods veterans affectionately calls them the left coast.
Hey, anything is a dildo if you're brave enough, apparently.
What the fuck? A 6-year-old... I can't. A 6-year-old boy fell down and cut his forehead. His parents cleaned and sutured his wound at home, and for a few days everything seemed all right. According to a new report of his case, but 6 days after his fall, the boy began crying, clenching his jaw, and having muscle spasms. His symptoms got worse. Hold on, my computer just freaked out on me. And when he started having trouble breathing, his parents called emergency services, who airlifted the boy to the hospital. Doesn't that sound like a good time? There, doctors diagnosed the boy with tetanus, making him the first documented case of the infection in Oregon in more than 30 fucking years.
Oh, Jesus.
And this was according to a report published on March 7th by the Centers for Disease Control. Tetanus is an infection caused by the bacterium Clostridium tetani. Yeah, I guess if that's how you say it. But it is preventable thanks to what, Bulldog? What can you
Modern
do
medicine?
Yes, and
Oh,
what
yeah.
what and what else?
Vaccination?
Yes! Ding ding ding! The boy in case, however, had not received his tetanus vaccine. I know you're totally surprised by that, guys.
Yeah.
Nor any of the other vaccines recommended for children his age. When the boy arrived at the hospital, his jaw muscle was spasming. Don't they call that lockjaw? And though he wanted water, he couldn't open his mouth to drink. He was also experiencing a condition called, I can't pronounce this, something, an arching neck and back, which got progressively worse. The boy was admitted to the ICU where he was given the tetanus vaccine, and I'm willing to bet it was against the wish of the parents, as well as medication containing antibodies to fight the bacteria. These antibodies had been taken from people who had been vaccinated against tetanus. The boy needed to be cared for in a darkened room with earplugs because stimulation made his muscle spasms worse, the report said. He was also placed on a ventilator to help him breathe and give him medications for his blood pressure and muscle spasm. He remained in the ICU for 47 days. Good job, parents.
Jesus.
I commend you on your fucking stupidity.
As Ashley Butler says, vaccines are bad, okay?
Okay, causes autism. Okay, no one's actually proved it, but autism.
Okay.
Okay. Of course, that could explain a lot of debauchery in the military.
Yeah.
But seriously, you parents get the fucking douche of the month award. I think it's too bad we're ending the show because we could do that. You guys get the douche of the year award.
Yeah.
So instead of a vaccine with some minor side effects, because I've gotten sick from some of my vaccines, and when I got
I did.
Holy fucking fuckity fuck! I got
the worst way to find out that you have an allergy to something
is to get
it. And I'm allergic to smallpox.
Oh fuck!
Yeah.
Did you almost die or what?
Yeah, shortness of breath and a wicked fucking rash.
Holy shit balls! That's terrible.
Yeah.
So does that mean you'll never get it now?
Yeah. Hello.
Yeah. No kidding. I hope.
All right. So I already went through and picked one winner. Mickey Severson is a winner. So we're gonna have to pick 3 more at some point.
Okay.
All right. Next, moving on to the great state of Utah, and I say that tongue in cheek. A Utah man is facing a list of charges after he allegedly got into a fight with a Saratoga Springs police officer while wearing only a man thong. According to the probable cause statement obtained by KUTV, police were dispatched after a call came in Monday night about a male in a man thong walking down the middle of the road with a sign around his neck.
Thong.
The court documents state, the person who initially called dispatchers said the man had jumped out in front of their car and they nearly hit him. An officer was able to track the man, who stood out because he was the only man downtown wearing a man thong, later identified as a 27-year-old Wesley Alexander Sayer, to the parking lot of Eagle Park in Saratoga Springs. Police asked the man his name, in which he responded Ryan, which we know was not true. According to the PC statement, the police asked Sayer to turn around so they could place handcuffs on him for safety purposes. What they really wanted was to get a look at that booty. The officer claims that when he turned around, he took off running. Still wearing just a thong, the police chased him down and tackled him, causing a fight to break out. Now, where exactly was he supposed to get more clothes?
Was he supposed to pull him out of his ass?
They're like, still wearing just a thong. Dun, dun, dun.
Well, thank God he was wearing that and not less than the thong.
Right? Police said Sayer started throwing punches, hitting the officer's vest, knocking off the officer's body camera. Both stood up from the fighting, and the officer warned Sayer that he would deploy his taser if he did not stop fighting. Police say Sayer ran, and when police successfully deployed, and that's when they successfully deployed the taser. The officer was about to put handcuffs on him, who then talked to the police once things were under control. The arresting officer writes in a probable cause statement, I began to speak with him. He was very emotional and began crying, saying he was a 12-year-old boy who didn't want to hurt anyone. While he was speaking, I could smell a strong odor of alcohol coming from his person. I asked him how much he had to drink, which he stated he drinks too much, his mind goes. Okie dokie. Police still don't know Sayers' identity, or did not know Sayers' identity until his girlfriend arrived on the scene, telling police her boyfriend had left the house. She gave the police the correct name of Wesley Sayer. Sayer was taken to the hospital for evaluation before taken to the Utah County Jail. He is facing the following charges: interference with arrest, Class B misdemeanor; assault on a peace officer, Class A misdemeanor; failure to stop at command of a law enforcement officer, Class A misdemeanor; intoxication, a Class C misdemeanor; and it's unclear why he was wearing only a man thong or what sign he had around his neck. You can read the entire probable cause statement below. If anybody's interested, let me know and I will share the story.
And I would like to refer you guys back to the Katy Perry song lyrics that I talked about earlier. Wow.
Yeah.
You know, there's been lots of comments in here about Mankini Monday, Man Thong Monday. It's perfectly acceptable that this happened as long as it happened on a Monday.
Yeah.
Is what the jury at Threatcon 5 Radio is saying.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Absolutely. Did you pick another winner while I was doing that?
I did. I did not actually. I was too busy reading comments.
Okie dokie. All right. Well, moving right along.
Okay. Rochester, New York. An airport security worker in New York has been fired for handing a passenger a written note that says, "You ugly."
Oh, you ugly. You ugly.
You ugly. U-G-L-Y.
You ain't got no alibi. You ugly.
Yeah, you ugly. Ooh. The June incident came to light this week after passenger Neil Strasner obtained security video through a public records request and posted it to YouTube. Aw, really? Good job. Get caught on camera with your stupidity. The video from Greater Rochester International Airport shows the worker handing Strasner the note after he passes through a metal detector. Strasner said he didn't think much of it and continued towards his gate. That's when he says the woman yelled out, "You gonna open that note?" Strasner says that when he did, the woman burst out laughing. He later complained to her supervisors.
Oh boy.
The TSA says the woman worked for a contractor. The agency says it has zero tolerance for this type of behavior. You know, if getting through that fucking TSA line didn't suck enough, then you're going to go have a hate note passed to you while you're, trying to get all your shit back together and put your fucking shoes and your belt back on from someone who's paid minimum wage. Seriously?
Yeah.
Seriously.
That's pretty fucked up.
Someone called me story thief, but I missed it.
Not as fucked up as this. Apparently people in Paris seriously take their sandwiches seriously.
Well, yeah. What kind of sandwich was it? We talking
a customer
like
shot a waiter dead
at
a restaurant on the outskirts of Paris, apparently enraged at being made to wait for a sandwich. The waiter's colleagues called police after he was shot in the shoulder with a handgun in the Noisy-le-Grand suburb east of Paris on Friday night. Attempts to revive the 28-year-old failed, and he died at the scene. The gunman, who a witness said lost his temper as his sandwich wasn't prepared quickly enough, fled the scene. Police say a murder investigation has been opened. With the shooter still on the run Saturday, shocked residents gathered outside the pizza and sandwich eatery. He was killed for a sandwich, one asked, unbelievably. He was killed for a sandwich? It was sad, said a 29-year-old woman. It's a quiet restaurant. Anyone, any problems? And it just opened a few months ago. But others note high crime levels in the area, notably drug dealing and public drunkenness. That sucks. How do you die from getting shot in the fucking shoulder? Pussy.
You bleed to death?
Well, yeah.
Justin Keeney, they covered that story last night. Listen, I'm
Hey,
old. I was in bed.
Yeah, nobody was watching your show last night, so we wouldn't know.
Yeah. Your ratings proved it.
Bob Jordan said this. Oh, this is not even the fucking. This is not even the Burn show yet.
Shots fired. Okay, so I picked another wiener. Who did we have already?
Bob Jordan and Mickey Severson.
Okay, Michael Meredith.
Okay.
That's our next winner.
Okay, so we need one more. All right. Last story.
Go ahead.
For the night.
You got one?
A man in India who received a BMW for his 22nd birthday pushed it into the river because it wasn't the Jaguar he had been hoping for.
Oh my God! Heaven forbid! How dare you people?
Locals in Yamunanagar,
God bless you,
in the northern state of Haryana, were shocked to see a pricey white BMW 3 Series sinking into the Western Yamuna Canal. One witness called police, who sent a recovery team to make sure nobody was trapped inside. Police divers borrowed an earth mover and, with help of locals, recovered the BMW from a patch of tall grass it was moored on. City officials determined the car belonged to a man named Akash, reportedly the son of a prosperous local landowner. According to police, Akash deliberately pushed his new car into the canal. Akash was demanding a Jaguar from his father, but when his father failed to buy him one, he threw away his BMW in a fit of anger. I think he pitched a fit. Mukesh Kumar, a station house officer for the Chakalauri police, told the Times of India his family had sold the Toyota Innova they had received from his in-laws to buy him the BMW. The car, which retails for more than $49,000, was a gift to Akash for his birthday 2 months ago. Sources told authorities that Akash made a video of himself pushing the vehicle down the embankment into the water and sent it to his parents. Akash's father, though, denied the sinking was intentional, claiming his son had swerved to avoid the antelope in the road. Only in India do you have antelope in the fucking road. He added that Akash never requested a Jaguar for his birthday. Police claim Akash's parents told them their son was an undisclosed mental health issue that impairs his judgment.
You think?
Officials don't plan to make any arrests, as no criminal complaint has been filed. Whether the BMW can be driven again is still unknown. This isn't the first example of someone destroying their own luxury car. In 2011, you're going to remember this, a Chinese businessman was so upset by engine problems with his $200,000 Lamborghini Gallardo that he paid a group of workers to smash the car with sledgehammers on World Consumer Rights Day.
Ay, ay, ay.
Yes. Yes.
Car was already paid for, jackass.
Yep. All right. So, did you pick the winner and tell them where to send the info?
Hold on just a second. Oh, these comments are scrolling too fast. Hold on. Let me get there. So, I did not tell them where to send it.
All right. Well, the last winner...
Go ahead, because I had a name and then...
Tyrell Jewell.
Thank you. That's who it was going to be.
Tyrell Jewell, would you please send
I thought it was Jill.
I don't know. Julie.
Terrell Jill.
Send your name, address, and shirt size to sales@threatcon5clothing.com, and you will win. You have won a shirt. Congratulations. All right, so this is going to be basically bringing us to the end of the show, because it is time for us to move on. So, sadly, we have to get off here really quickly because it's 8:57.
Oh, yeah.
So, we love you all, and we will see you next week. I am Bulldog. That right there is Julie. And
thank you.
We love you all. We'll see you soon. Good night.
Good night. Love you.
This concludes our broadcast day.